Hi soulmates, my name is Adorable Secrets and thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made this gathers gown, a very simple gathers gown with a basque waistline, and it's going to be having these gathers at the lower half length area. So if this looks like what you want to learn, stick around with me till the end of this video. I have 3 yards of Ankara fabric right here, and I'll be making use of 1 yard from this black crepe material. You can actually work with any fabric of your choice. Mine is quite stretchy, and like I said earlier, it's a crepe fabric. So I have folded my fabric into 2. That's the first thing you need to do. You can see I folded it into 2. If you have been following my channel from day one, you would know I'm a lover of freehand cutting. I'm not really used to this pattern paper and pattern cutting things, so I prefer to cut directly on my fabric and with my free hands. So guys, the first thing is to take the length of the upper part. We're cutting the upper part first. Remember, the upper part is the black fabric, so I'll be working with a half length of 18 inches. Yeah, not the regular half length. Remember the style I am making, so the half length is a bit lower than the regular half length, you know. Now this upper part is where I'll be taking my shoulder measurements. Your shoulder measurements is divided by 2, and I'll just mark it there. Yeah, I'm not adding any allowances because I'm not attaching a sleeve. The style is sleeveless, guys. So the neckline, I'll be taking it 3 inches, 3 inches wide by 3.5 inches depth. Now you can use your discretion on this neckline, however you want your neckline to be. After that, I'll go ahead and drop my shoulder slope by half an inch, and then from there I'll take my armhole. Your armhole, you already know how to achieve that. Divide the bust by 4 inches and subtract 1 from it. On that point, you're going to take your bust measurements. Now I'll be dividing the bust measurements by 4, and I'll just add half-inch allowance for sewing. I'm adding just half or 1 inch allowance is okay because this material is stretchy. All right, it's quite stretchy, so you don't need too much allowance. So guys, I'll go ahead and connect these my lines together. Next, I'll go ahead and determine the under bust measurements. First of all, you want to get the vertical measurements, and then you can go ahead and impute your circumference measurements divided by 4 plus the allowance, and I'll go ahead and mark it. And then the next point there is the half length, so divide it as well. Divide your circumference measurements and then you mark it as well. So guys, I have gone ahead to chalk down the main bodice measurements. So the next thing for me to do is to get that V shape from the waistline, from the half length all the way to about 4, 5 or 6 inches, depending on how long or how deep you want your basque waistline to be. Okay, you understand what I am talking about. So I'll be connecting from the half length. I'll just use my ruler and draw a slanted line down to meet with the points I want the V shape to end. For this very style, there is no standard measurement for getting this V shape styled. There's no standard measurement. All you need to do is just to use your discretion. Make sure that it is close to the hip line. All right, so you can see mine is a little bit close to the hip line. Yeah, is about, I used about from the half length to the where the V shape stopped is about 6 inches, as you can see. So after drafting, this is what I arrived at. Now let me just recap so that you understand better. First of all, I folded my fabric into 2. Make sure you fold to the exact measurements that you're using so that you don't waste your fabric. From the shoulder, I took the length of the half length measurements. Okay, and then this is my shoulder divided by 2. Here is the armhole. The neckline, you take your neckline as usual. Next thing, you go ahead and rule out your vertical measurements. Now, the purpose of chalking down your vertical measurements is so that it will help you to know where you are to impute your measurements. The first line there is your bust line, the second one is your under bust line, and the third one is your half length. So these are the positions you're going to be dividing your measurements, and you're going to be marking them there. Now, from the half length, I took about 6 inches downward, and I connected it in form of a V shape to give me that basque waistline that I was talking about. So guys, this is the front piece of our gathers gown. If you're very familiar with how to cut your basic bodice pattern, this might not really be much of a problem to you. The only difference is the basque waist shape, or the waistline shape that we drafted out. I think that is the only difference with this style. So guys, the next thing, I have already gone ahead to cut out the back, which is the very regular way of cutting your back piece. I left my zipper allowance, as you can see, about 1.5 inches zipper allowance. You can go ahead and leave 1 inch, it's still very okay. So here is my zipper allowance. So, and the neckline of the back, you already know it's a high neck, it's just 1 inch difference, and this is the down part. So I'll go ahead and open up the zipper allowance for the back. So guys, like I said earlier, it's just the regular way of cutting your basic bodice pattern. It's just the basque waistline that is the difference. Moving forward, let's now go ahead and cut the gathers of this gown. So like I said earlier, this is 3 yards of my Ankara fabric. Here is complete 3 yards. So I'll be dividing it into 2. I'll be using 1.5 together for the front, and the remaining 1.5 together for the back. So this is me going ahead to remove the half length. Remember, the half length I used for this client is 18 inches. So all you need to do is to subtract 18 inches using your measurement tape. All right, subtract 18 inches from this material, and then the remaining part, the gown length I'm using for here is about 56 inches for her gown length. Okay, now from 18 inches I'll be cutting out the leftover. I will not be needing this upper parts. So the full length of this gown is 56. Make sure you add your folding allowances to the down and every other thing. So here is the front and the back piece. So I'll just divide it into 2, yeah, because I want to be gathering it differently. So I was done with that, and the next thing I did was to cut out my facing for the front and the back piece. This is a crepe material. I won't be needing a lining, but of course you have to go ahead and cut out facing for you to be able to turn out the neck inside out. So get a facing, cut it out, and then you place it right side facing right side. Take it to your machine. So I'm going to be sewing all the way around the neckline. I'll top stitch and I'll flip it over to the back. I'll be doing exactly the same thing for the back neckline. You can see my back is divided into 2 because of the zip. So here I'll just place the facing on the right side, and then I'll take it to the machine. I'll sew along the neckline, top stitch it as well, and then I'll flip it over to the back and just give it a very good press. So here I have gone ahead to fix my zipper. I have tutorials on how to fix a zipper, so you can actually go ahead and check it out. After fixing the zipper, the next thing is to join the front and the back. You can see the neckline of the front. I'm done stitching it down, and this is what it all looks like. So go ahead and place it right side facing right side, shoulder to shoulder. Make sure everything is equal. Now the next thing I want to do, I'll be gathering it before I finally close both sides. So you want to take it now to your sewing machine. Now you're going to be gathering it separately. All right, make sure you place it right side facing right side. you might want to gather it directly on the fabric, or you want to first of all do your gathers separately before joining it. Whichever way you want to do, just make sure that you're gathering along this basque area, and then you have to make sure that your gathering doesn't exceed your client's half length measurements. Whatever the circumference measurements is, try not to gather more than that. So we are done making this beautiful simple dress. I call it simple here because it's very simple and it's easy. No pattern papers needed, no curved rulers, nothing. All you need is just your client's measurements, your fabric, and your free hand. You guys, tell us what you think about this dress. Isn't it beautiful? Tell us what you think about this beautiful dress. For me, this is very cute. Leave us a comment down below. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. Give us a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.